Hello, hello, hello! You are watching Marathon Lions, benefiting Project Hope. We are here to play fast and help effectively. Without further ado, Diam, take it away.
Hello guys, this is Diam, and today I'm coming to you with the Disney's Hercules action game, which you probably saw on our GSPS Kids 2024, right? This year it was, yeah, during the Disney block. We are playing the medium category today, and I guess we're all set up to start our game. So, everybody ready? I hope you are. 3, 2, 1, rura. Okay, so basically this is the old game, right? And old games didn't really have any tutorials, so our first level is our tutorial. This way I'll learn everything that my Hercules can do, just basically by getting to know my controller a bit better. So I already know that we can jump, we can use our sword, and we can fight against those training dummies, training dolls. As you can see, I'll try to do it in one cycle. My duty in here is just to pass Phil's training. And basically I do it the fastest way I can, for example, like that. And after each element, after each segment, I have to collect the doll version of damsel in distress. But it's not our sword, the only sword I can use, because as you can see we have some collectibles and some extra weapons I can use, like the lightning sword that I will definitely overuse during the entire game. And that way I just, go further. Now we have some platforming right there. This one, I don't want this one. And that's basically it, as you can see. Oh, here's a helmet. So it's not only the sword that we are getting in the game, we also need the helmet of invisibility. It's probably the Hades one, and I'll really need it a bit later in the game. Right here, we're jumping over some sharks. They don't really hit us. Same with those, they don't even... Okay, this one saw us, never mind. Another skill that my Hercules has is the power punch. He's the Hercules, isn't he? Right? And that way, I just got rid of all those columns that for some reason are on our way. Don't ask me, it's an ancient Greek. I don't have questions, everything is possible here. And what I do, the speedrunning tech, is that after jumping, after grabbing all those cliffs, I basically just swing my sword, because it literally cuts a lot of the climbing and jump and power punch animations, right? And we want our game to be as fast as possible. So as you can see, we are doing our training. There are some weird birds coming. I don't really know. I don't think those were in the franchise before, like in the film. And here, in that segment, originally, I would have to kill all those birds, or defeat them, sorry, for a hard word. But by using the helmet, as you can see, as simple as that, I can just avoid them. And that way, we're almost at the end of the level 1. The game is named the 2.5D game because of all that you see right now. So we had some enemies coming from the background towards us, but also the game lets us to move the same way, and this is how it introduces that mechanic to us. So we have some paths, some designed ways to go back and forth. If we played a different category, like 100% or so, I would care a bit more about all the collectibles, but this is any percent. It's simple. It's quite straightforward, right? Phil's definitely excited about our training, but the training is not done yet, because we have level 2, which is, again, the training, but this time we have the auto-scroller, which is not really the auto-scroller, because I have some impact on Hercules' speed right here. I can slow him down a little, and stuff. So there's definitely, there's definitely some impact from my side on the auto scrolling level. And funny story is that each time on like a crossword like that, I'll go left. Why left? Well, I asked other runners about why we go left, and they basically said that we all go left because nobody tried to go right, and they don't know if the game is quicker that way. So if there's anybody brave enough to give it a try, to play that game, then I'm more than happy to know if going right is quicker. By the way, Carmelin, do we have anything to say in the moment? Do you have any donations coming?
We have no donations, but I can tell you a bit about what we are actually doing here.
Yes, please.
So, Marathon Alliance is a collaboration between 7 speedrunning organizations from all around Europe. We speak different languages, we have different goals, but we are united as one big community, one big family here. This event features 7 participants. So, Bingaphone, Norway Speedrunning Gathering, Garmench, Speedcon, Nitro Speedrun, some of Besties and us, so GSPS. Gramy szybko, pomagamy skutecznie. This is the last block of this event, but well, we have some really good speedruns still coming up, so stay tuned.
Absolutely, and believe me, it's not like Hercules can be the only hero here. You can all be heroes by donating to the Project Hope. And if you want to support us as a group, we're also more than happy to get some support from you. So yeah, everybody can be a hero. And by saying that, we're after our training. We've been on our way to the Big Olive, but surprisingly, we've heard some lady screaming, and it was probably the damsel in distress that we've heard from Phil about. And we have to check what's going on, right? So this is the part of the story of the franchise that Disney didn't show us in the movie. So we have to find out ourselves how Hercules made it to find the one. Here's some manipulation. Nice, perfect. What I just did was manipulating those birds to spawn a bit higher so that I don't have to fight them. And now, okay, I'll just get quiet for a second. No, please. And 2. Come on. Yes. Okay, never mind. This is my biggest nightmare. Those centaurs are like terrible. And I say those because there's 2 of them. There's one more coming, so I'll prepare my path by getting rid of all those birds. And fingers crossed that I won't have to repeat this part because it's super terrible. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I'll do it again. It's my Achilles foot. I was just checking if he's here because the game likes to play tricks on me. And we are ready to do the guy number 2 right now. I'll do it in a speedrunning way. And 2. And we're done. Perfect. Okay. So that was not the hardest part of the game, but to me, it's one of the hardest parts. I don't like this one. As you saw in the background, there was a vase, or as I should say, because I'm in England, there was a vase. If we collect 4 of them, we will get the very mysterious code, which lets us load some levels, right? You know how old games worked? You had to have a code, the password, and this is how you could get to some of later levels, because there's no save points, really. I've collected the Hades helmet again, in the meantime. It was very hard to spot because it was like a 1 second frame or something. But don't worry, and this is how I use it again to make everything quicker. Can you imagine like defeating all of them one by one? Too much of a hustle, really. Okay, that way we are getting to first of bosses, which is misses. First hit doesn't count, it does nothing. And then basically, after his second hit, at this point, I have to jump, not too high, not too low, not too far, and then jump on his back. I have to do it 4 times, right? At the first time, he hits twice. The first one does nothing, but then, now it's the third time, his hit actually hits me. So I have to jump right over his fist. And the fourth one, there we go. That should work. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. And that way, after hop up power punch, we get the chef's kiss animation right here, showing us that we are absolutely awesome. Cool, we're done with level 3. And level 4 is a run killer, guys. It's either... That's where you know if it's either the killing run or the run killer. So I'll try not to make the Greek tragedy out of this. I cannot guarantee that it's going to work. And why? Because even though the game seems to be quite simple, quite linear, based on cycles, it has like a second depth into it. First, we have to fight Minotaur. We need 4 stones to drop on his head. First one drops after 1 jump. Second, third, and fourth between 4 to 6 jumps that I do. And he also throws some stones on us. I'll try to be super careful because it was 5. Okay, my HP bar is not the largest at the moment. It was okay. It was okay-ish, I'd say. But yeah, basically, this game, even though it looks quite simple, it's full of RNG moments, and this is why runners just hate it. And the second part of that level, which is super random, there's no setup for it, there's no preparation, is the birds glitch. This is why I have to take this sword here. We go up on stairs. We need to trigger 3 birds and kill them at once. If we have it, the rest of them will spawn in the same spot. Did we have it? Okay, we have half of it. So now we have some extra time. I guess some extra time for Carmelin to tell us a bit more about everything, and I'll try to fight those birds then.
For sure, good luck. We
Thank
have
you.
3 euros from Vata with no comment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And in the meantime, I can tell you a bit about the charity we are fundraising for. Project Hope is a health and humanitarian organization with global reach that brings medical aid, mental health support, and equipment to anyone who needs it during disaster, conflicts, and health emergencies. Within 65 years of help, Project Hope brought help to over 50 million people in 100
Wow.
countries. And you can also contribute to that cause by donating here.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Please do. Please do. They really need you guys. I know that we are here for having a good time, but we are also here for a good cause, right? I just smiled because it's just a lucky thing, but sometimes you can see the lucky goat. This is how we call it in our community. The lucky goat that just drops from the ceiling, kinda. And yeah, hopefully it brings us some luck for the rest of the run. And we are done. Awesome. I'm kind of impressed that we had half of the glitch, so you probably saw some birds spawning right where the lightning sword was, but it was fine. It was better than okay to me, with like, for a glitch that has no setup, crazy. And now, don't even make me start, okay? Because I have no idea what Hydra does in Big Olive. Like, if we have some people that are into mythology, just please tell me, is there any sense in that franchise? I just want to know. But our role on that level is to basically just cut, was it 8 heads? I don't really remember it right now, I'm sorry. Cut some heads and then the rock will just drop on the Hydra. The trick is to make a step left or right when the head is attacking you, and there's a very short frame when the sword cuts and you don't get any HP loss. But it's okay. It's not super hard. You just have to get it right. Okay. And now this is probably my favorite level of the game. This is Medusa's den, or however you want to call it. I don't really remember the name of it. First of all, who came up with the idea of hanging mirrors in Medusa's room? They don't really like each other, I guess. Like, you have some fake friends, girl. The other thing that I love is that AI tracking, because it works quite well for the game that was there in 1995, I believe. And our enemies have so many of our collectibles, as you can see. So, for example, okay, that was my bad. She'll attack again. They are dropping our Hercules dolls, our Herculade, which restores some HP. Why, guys? Why are you fighting me if you like me that much that you just randomly have my merch? Tell me. Yeah, so my role here is to run around the room, try to avoid her attacks, which are random. She can add 1 or 2 attacks during the cycle. So again, this is RNG moment. And sometimes she likes to wonder and think about life, I guess, when she just stands there, does nothing. We have a last column to do. So again, the RNG moment for all speedrunners that love RNG. Just go ahead, play that game. Perfect. By the way, as far as I know, Hercules never met Medusa's. He never fought against her. It's actually Pegasus that has more in common with Medusa, because he was literally born from her blood. But never mind. And we have another level, which is probably the longest one, or maybe not the longest. And I have a quest for you guys. I know it's probably a bit late, but can you do me a favor and try to count all the goats that appear here? Just a funny thing to do. Runners don't really find the goats helpful, because as you can see, there's a lot of people coming towards you, a lot of things coming from the sky, just cities falling, everything's falling. We are not a semi-god anymore at this point of the plot. But the thing that runners hate the most are goats, because they're so small, so grey, that sometimes they are so hard to spot. Yeah. So we have both lucky goats and nightmare goats, I guess. This level is good to memorize for runners, so you have to learn how it works. It's better not to jump too much, because when we jump we are of course slower than when we run. Oh, the goat, hello. But I want to be safe, okay? I want to be super safe here, so I will overuse some jumps.
We have a moment for a quick donation.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We have €5 from Nero with the comment, Hercules, yummy. And that €5 go towards Japanese language in Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who raised his name. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Come on. By the way, I wonder how the city was built, because that road is quite long, isn't it, right? So was it just like a long city along with a long road, or what was first, the city or the road? I don't know. You have to remember about 2 moments in that game. There was no way I wouldn't get hit here. When the road cracks, and it's better to take it from left to right. Simple as that. But of course, when you learn it, it can be tricky with understanding where, how the area works, because you might be a bit worried about all the breaks and scars on the pavement, on the road, basically. Yeah. Oh. There was definitely a dress code back there in ancient Greece, because they kind of look the same, don't they? Yay! We've got it. Awesome. So there's a couple of things that I didn't say yet, but I'll definitely mention them, about some mechanics. Come on, Herc. You can do it. We're almost there. Yay. Awesome. So again, it was the auto-scroller level, which wasn't really the auto-scroller, but now we have the one and only auto-scroller in the game. This level is called the Hercules rain, due to the amount of Hercules dropping from everything, everybody, everywhere. So it's a very big skill to actually die on that level, and if you do it, you definitely have a bad luck or so. You can spot 4 giants, where there's giants in the background. They are going to drop some attacks on us. Here's the first one. He just spawns some rocks coming from behind, from the background towards us. Yes, they can hit us, definitely. In the meantime, if we are quite close to the bottom part of the level, we have a chance to rescue some gods and goddess, which also drops some items for us. So everybody has our merch, literally. We have 2 small bosses here that are super hard to defeat. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, super hard, as I said. That was it. And there will be the second one coming too. Hermes is here as our save point. And we have the second Titan coming. Titan, not giant. Titan. This one is the Ice Giant, right? Basically, if you know where to be, it's pretty straightforward. So it's not the end of that part, because he will try to make a popsicle out of us again. Just a couple more. Yay. And as I said before, I'm definitely overusing the thunder sword here, because it's like an OP type of weapon. Yay. Will I make it? Yes, I made it. Cool. Awesome. So there's not really more to explain on this level. Now we'll have the third Titan, which is the coolest one, I would say. It has the biggest potential in his attacks, but it's probably the shortest segment. And many players said that it would be a lot better than having those two circles, some Flappy Bird moment. We would like to have more, but the game is pretty great for like 1995, isn't it? Athena, go Athena, go! And the second boss that we have right there. 1, 2, 3. And at this time of the plot, we are heading towards Zeus, our father, who is under control of all the Titans in Hades, right? hopefully we'll be able to rescue him. And the fourth attack won't make any difference to us. So all those rocks that you can see that are going, like, you know, in circles, they do nothing. Everything that goes from the background goes from behind towards us. Again, the same thing. This can actually do some damage. Okay, let's use the fire sword. Okay, how fun. And we're almost there. Almost there to rescue the dad of the year, one and only Zeus. And now, if you think that it's the end of the game, no. If you're like, there's another level, and you know that game from your childhood, it means that you played the easy mode. Today, we're playing the medium difficulty. And believe me, last 2 levels, because there's extra 2 levels, that's a different story, that's another world. So I'll have to be extra careful here. If I get hit too often, I'll have to just go silent for a second. But what you see is similar to level 2 and to level 8, but it's more intense. So there's a couple of things that I didn't mention before. One of them is that if anything hits me, no, we go left. We always go left, no matter if, yeah. If anything hits me on level 2, 8, and no, level 2, 7, and 9, it takes around half a second to a second, right? And it slows us down and stuff. So we want to avoid everything, jump as less as we can, and just try to be precise. And you have to be precise here, believe me. You can always try to play this game. I play on a PC version, so it's very easily it's very easy to find it. The other thing is, oh no. Okay. The other thing is that I was using some boots, right? Some boots, and those are giving us some boost, and I can overuse that boost. So if I get to get another pair, I'll simply show you how it looks like. So far so good. I hope I won't jinx it. Yay. And by overusing the boots, I mean when the super boost ends, it's almost about to end, I did a jump like this, and it makes us keep the momentum for a little longer, so that our speed is a bit longer overall, right? We're almost at the end of the level. Almost. Everything can happen. I won't take this one because it's a tricky one. No. Okay. I was confused. It was the first time ever I did it. So sorry. Sorry, guys. It was a jump scare to me. Literally a jump scare. Please, we have only... Okay. Cool. We've done it. And that way, we are heading the god of the underworld, Hades, himself. So it has to be an epic battle, right? An epic battle you've been all waiting for. Yeah, so the epic battle is, I basically follow him left to right, and yeah, as you see, and I have to slash him with my sword as many times as possible. You can ask me, okay, Diam, why won't you use your super epic lightning sword? Because, well, runners said that it's a lot slower, because basically when you use the lightning sword, you cannot move, right? So you just stay in one spot, and then you have to use it, blah blah blah, move, use it. He's moving all the time. So my role is to follow him and be as quick as possible. So it looks easy, but the way Hercules moves is like it's not so simple. When he jumps, when he climbs on all those platforms, there is a certain moment when you can use your sword, so you have to be quite time precise. And the time doesn't end when we defeat Hades. It definitely doesn't end at this moment. There's the very last run that we do left, right, and be prepared for time when he stops. And time. Yeah. Whew. So that's the game. We rescued the love of our life. We helped our friends, and we have the epic music at the end. Music, Medusa's moment, and what else? All the goats. Those three are my top 3 of the whole game. I really enjoyed playing that again. I really enjoyed our Disney blog that we had. Big shout out for the whole Disney blog group, probably watching me. It was a lovely project. If you want to know more about the GSPS itself, just check our social media. I guess our mods will spawn some links on the chat right now. And that was probably everything from me for today. Thank you for having me. I hope that I covered most of the run. And yeah, hope to see you again at some point.
Yep, thank you very much, Diam. Actually stolen a bit of what I was prepared to add here, so
Sorry.
check us out on our social medias and stuff. That was an amazing run. I enjoyed it again because I was the donation reader for the second time in a row. And well, that was the Disney block. So coming right up will be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Warpless by White Monster. So stay tuned in. That will be in around 12 minutes, if I count correctly, after a short break. So, yep, thank you very much, and
Thank you,
see you
boss.
in a moment.